Live 105.5.
Hi guys, it's Kasey Kelly. It's here with Live 105.5. I'm so excited because we have a very, very special guest today. She's like a quadruple threat. Actress, singer, dancer, Zendaya. Thank you so much for being here today.
Of course, thank you for having me.
Yes. I want to talk about your single, Replay. I love it, by the way.
Thank you.
Absolutely love it. It's been doing amazing. And what's the meaning behind this for you?
Replay is honestly, it could be about anything that you really love that you just want to have on replay. Whether, it could be a sport, a passion, a hobby, whatever that you love, you just gotta have it.
So, how do you balance your work and life and romance, if you have it, or like just life in general?
There's not a lot of time, you know what I'm saying? Plus, I have lovely parents. No, I'm a big angry dad.
What is your favorite part? Is it the filming of the videos? Is it the dancing? Is it the artistry of it all? Because I know you are big on being an artist first.
I think it's the combination. It's like the whole thing put together. It's like no matter how many tries it gets to get there, it's all about that finished product and looking at it and being like, wow, I did that. You know what I mean? And
okay, so it's a really cute story. My niece, she's about, I want to say 7. She was listening and lip singing to your song, and I was like, oh my god, my heart just melted. I know. So I wanted to ask you, how much does that play a factor in your career? Is to be a role model to these young girls?
That's 90% of the reason why I do what I do, you know what I mean? I think it's important for them to see a young person closer to their age doing things that are, more positive and something that, I want to make sure my music is appealable, if that's even a word, to more than one demographic. I want the adults and, the 20-year-olds and the teenagers to enjoy it, but I want their little sisters and stuff to be able to listen to it with them, you know what I mean?
So Joe Jonas, and kind of this similar topic, I know you tweeted about it, him coming out and being really honest about kind of Disney and the whole industry. What does that mean? What's a little different for you?
Well, I think everyone has a different career, and here's what I'm saying. I totally admire the fact that he was able to be open and honest. In my eyes, he didn't diss anybody. He was like, this is my experience, this is what I went through, and this is how I dealt with this. And I think that is very honorable. It takes a lot of courage. It's really cool to hear that, he's human and he's going through whatever, and he went through that. But the number one thing is, people were automatically like, oh my gosh, I was like, guys, that's Joe Jonas. That's not Zendaya Coleman. If it was my article, I would have written it. You know what I mean? If it was my thoughts, I would have done it myself. My whole thing was everyone has their own path, and Zendaya is very different. Do I look like Joe Jonas? No, I don't.
No, you don't.
My Joe Jonas, no,
much prettier.
He's a nice looking guy, but like I said, everyone has their own career path, and I think that it's very important to show that, and show that whatever he goes through, that's really great that he has that experience and he's able to learn from that and take that. Mine is just very, very different. That's all.
That's awesome. That's very cool. And I always like to do this. I'm super into being just positive and having a positive message. So is there any last words you'd like to say to your followers, your fans?
Well, my number one thing is always to DFTS, which means don't forget to smile, and keep right? Because even I think the action of smiling just can kind of brighten a day, or smiling at someone, or making someone smile. It's just a nice thing to pass around. And then 2 is keep it positive. I think we're always so worried about the negative. Negative is always the driving focus of our life, you know what I'm saying? So I always try to kind of flip it around, and especially when it comes to social media and stuff, it's how to keep things positive and how to focus on the positive, But, and that's just, what I like to spread on to the young ones to get them started off early.
Yeah, no, I love it. I agree with you. I'm the biggest fan now.
Thank you.
Make sure to check out Zendaya's CD, debut album, and her single, Replay. It is amazing.
Thank you.
So, thank you for being here.
Of course, thank you.